on how to cook a healthy meal using natural spices, and you can have this sauce that I'm going to do with anything, with rice, with potato, or with whatever side you have, even couscous. So I'm going to show you guys step by step on how to create this delicious meal. So I'm going to use chicken. I'm going to season it with my natural spices, and then we are going in with a bit of spinach, and we're gonna have that with rice. So these are my natural spices that I'm going to use. So over here I have my country onion, over there, and then my white pepper there inside, and then over here I have my African nutmeg. So the first thing we need to do with the African nutmeg before we can use it as our spice, we need to first roast it on this high heat pan, and then we are going to remove the shell over here, and then we'll use the spice. It's extremely an interesting spice because it gives your chicken a very homemade meal flavor, and it just makes it taste so delicious. So what we do here now is we're just gonna flip it 2 minutes on the other side. So I'm just gonna let this first heat up. Then let me just move this close part. I'm not sure if you guys can see or far. Yeah, I think it's perfect. You guys can see. So I'll just I'll just flip this. I'm just grilling the seed on top so that it goes off, and then we're gonna crack it, and we're gonna get that nice seasoning that is inside over there. And like this. So now for you guys who are just joining, I am here grilling my nutmeg spice. So what I want is, this is a very delicious natural spice. What I want is, I want to grill this on a high heat pan with no oil, so that I'm able to remove this shell over here, and what I will get inside is the spice that I'm looking for, but we cannot grind it while this shell is on top. So I'm just grilling this. So then this is almost done. I'm going to add the other natural spices over here to grill it, just to give it that very good smell, and also it just takes the spice to a different level when it's heated up. Okay, now for the African nutmeg. This is exactly what I'm looking for over here. Now that it has grilled, I am going to use my garlic crusher to crush this, and then we're going to remove the shell. So when you scratch it, you are looking for that sound, like to show you that it has cracked. Do this. Yep, like that. And then I'll go in with a small knife. And then, as you can see, the shell is going off, because this is what we are looking for, the inside of the spice. So like this. So you can see like this. So before you grill it, to get this natural spice over here that is extremely delicious, it will look like this. This is the shell that we remove, and then after removing it, it will look like this. So this is the shell that I just removed off, and now it's looking like this. And this smells extremely very delicious. It is just that strong aroma that you need in the kitchen. So now I'll remove the country onion from my pan, and I'll put it over here. Then I'll just do this. It's a little bit challenging with the white pepper because they are small. Just do this. Okay, so I'll continue now. So scrub the other ones like this. Okay, I'll just switch off my heat like this. So this one I don't need really the knife. So like this, and it's going off. Put it aside here. So I'm using 4 seeds of nutmeg. And like this. Ooh. Hitting it like this. Then this is what I want. So this is done. So now I'll just move this out of the way. Then we're gonna start seasoning our chicken. So let's shift this something like this. So now I am just gonna blend all these spices that I just roasted here to my coffee grinder. So now, this is how the whole spices I've described it is coming out. The African nutmeg and the country onion and the white pepper. And it smells so delicious. Out of our way. So if you are a teenager out there and you are wondering how am I going to prepare an easy meal today, I don't know how, so I'm just going to show you how to make a very fast chicken at home. So I'm just quickly going to take my gloves and then we're going to cut this center breast over here. So I'm back. So now I've already washed out my center breast. So what you need to do is that you need to remove this fat part. You do not want that in your chicken. And then you're going to slice it like this. Don't worry on to making them the perfect size. So what you just need is small pieces for it to be able to cook fast. So you just need something like this. So any shape is okay, as long as it's small and it's not too big. This we don't need. So for this recipe, I'm just using 2 center breasts. Then I am going to clean out all this fat part that are not good for our body. Just position this like this, yeah. Okay. That's good. Thank you.
You can't see.
Yeah, you put it right like this. So this part here, you don't need it. You put it like this. So now this is all our chicken over here that we got into the 2 center breasts. I'll just transfer this and then I'll just go wash out my tray, and then we're gonna season this. So just move this out. So now I'll put this stick here. So now to season it, you will want to use for 2 center breasts, use 1 spoon of salt, and then we'll go in with our spices that we just grilled. Okay. Then for moisture, I'll go in with 1 tablespoon. So always put in some oil into your spices so that it doesn't just dry up onto the chicken skin. So this allows it for your chicken to have that moisture and for your seasoning to stick onto the chicken. So if you're not a garlic fan, it's not really mandatory to add garlic, but garlic just takes your chicken to a different level of taste, and it also removes the taste of chicken. Then I am using 2. So now I'm just gonna mix this up. So then that's done. Put this aside like this. So put it like this. So now to my pan, open this up like this. So for correct measurement, I'll go in with 120 ml of oil. So I'll just put it like this. And then we have Mary Messi. Hi Mary. Hope you are good. So now that is just 120 ml of oil. So it's always best to add less at the beginning, and then you can adjust as you go. And then this is our chicken here. So I'll wait her to heat up. Just make sure all my oil is onto the pan, so you can just do this. That over there. Okay. Check. Now, when you are a teenager and you are trying to learn how to cook at home, first of all, one tip is you need to remove the fear of getting close to the heat, and then just get comfortable and just do you. Just try to do you, and then everything will just flow, because it's also all about confidence. What are you going to make? I am making chicken. Here I use a chicken breast, 2 of them, and then I use some natural spices to season it, which is the country onion and the nutmeg, the African nutmeg and the white pepper. So what I'm doing here, I am doing like a chicken with a healthy chicken with a spinach and with rice. A very easy menu that a teenager can do by herself, or anyone can do by themselves. So it's extremely easy, and it's also healthy, and it's filling up. So now, and then I also added garlic. So if you're not a fan of garlic, you don't have to add it, but it just removes that chicken taste so much. So I'm going like this. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is really delicious, and it's extremely healthy and easy to make. You should try it out when you have time. No pressure though. So now while your chicken is cooking, what you want is to be able to multitask your time. So we will just move this like a little bit aside, and then we're gonna slice our tomatoes, and then we're gonna add this in. So I'll just try to move it where you guys can see while this is cooking, and then we can as well cut our tomato. So maybe like this, and then I'll use this to be able to cut, so I hope you guys can see. So let's put it like this. Yep. Okay, like this, so you guys can also see what I'm doing over this side. So now for this recipe over here, I'm going to use 2 tomatoes and 2 onions. So if you're not really a fan, or it's your first time to cut onion, what you need to do is just put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes before you start cutting it out, and then it's going to remove that heat from the onion, not to go into your eyes if you're not used to that. So I'll just wash this out. And then so this is cooking. Now what you want to do with your onion, so I'll just move it this side so you guys can see a bit, and we put our chicken here. I'll not take long. So what you need to do with your onion is put it down. If you are new, cut it like this. Always use a small knife when you are starting to avoid it cutting you. Then just do this. Just peel it off and just get comfortable with it. No pressure at all. The most important is that you're comfortable with the knife and you're comfortable, so you don't have to look for any perfection. Then you just fold it like this and you cut it like that. Then like this. So when you are learning, it's always better to cut it like this. Then you just go in like this. You slice it down like that. And like this one. Remove it like this, and then cut off this butt, just the butt. So almost forgot this one. Go like this. And this out. Then should not forget our chicken over here. Now the tomato, fold it like this, go in like this, put it down, this part must be down, then you go in like this, like this, like this. My knife is also not that sharp. Okay, you just go in like this. So when you are more comfortable, then you can move to a big knife. So don't worry about the size of the tomato, especially when you are cooking them, when you are not making any sauce out of it. Okay. So Okay. Now I move this into the right way. And then just stick it. So you want to do this for about 10 minutes, and then you just continue to monitor it. So if you are scared of these things going to your face, you can always move back and give it a bit of space like that. So these are activities, it's a very easy meal to make. You can as well do it like when you have a moment with your boyfriend. You can do this as like an activity. It makes you guys connect, or even with your sibling. You can cook together and just slicing things up together and cooking this very simple meal. It helps a lot. Or with your girlfriend as well. So now that this is halfway, you add tomato in. Smells so delicious, guys. And then we have Kami. Hi. How are you? Hope you're good. Just like this. And I'll let that to cook until the tomatoes have become soft, and then we can transfer this into a bowl. So now how I check if my chicken is ready, because you do not want to serve anyone a raw chicken. So what you need to do is go for the biggest piece and then just slice it in, then you'll see whether this is cooked or not. You guys can see this one. So then you see it is cooked. You don't see any pinkish or any reddish. It means your chicken is cooked. So now we're just going to taste to make sure our salt and everything is perfect. It's good. It's good. You don't need any salt. Yummy. So the tomato is already ready. So now again, while the tomato is getting soft, because it's almost done, I'll shift this on the side and we're gonna cut our spinach this here, and also let you guys see this a bit. You guys can see this here. Then we're just gonna cut our spinach over here so that we get some space. So I am going to use this green spinach. It's very fast and easy to cook. All what you want to do is just steam it up on a very high heat pan which we are going to use our same pan over here that we use for our chicken. And then we just steam that up, and it will not take long. It only takes like 2 minutes. What you want to do is just to cook it a little bit, and you still want to keep the greenness and all the vitamin inside here. So now for you who is a teenager who doesn't know or never cut this, what you want to do is fold it by the tail over here, and then put it down here like this. For this specifically, you want to use like a very big knife that is a bit sharp. So just turn it to your comfort where you feel, and then cut off all that part. This is like this. Now fold this like this, and then just cut. Don't worry about it being the same size because we are going to steam this, so it does not have to be the same size at all. Like that, and then just move it a bit like this. Then you just continue doing it like this, because once it's steamed, then everything is good. So now I'm gonna let this here, and we're gonna check into our chicken. So now let's move to our chicken over here. You guys can see this. You guys can see. Yay! So now I think our tomato is now soft. Like this. If you are not a tomato lover, you can skip the part of putting in the tomato. It's just because if you want to have it with rice or potato, then you will need a bit of sauce. So now to mash my potato, you have to go in with a fork to mash it like this. So you want it like that. Now you have that, and just look how the lettuce just looks, and it's extremely fast and easy to make. So you don't need to add any extra stuff at all. So now I am going to transfer this in a bowl, and then we're going to start with our spinach. So let's put this aside. Now I'll just go in because it's hot. Then I'm adding a bit of salt, 1 spoon of salt. Now I'm going to add a little bit of oil. So now I'm going to see. It was like so huge, now it's already going down. So now we're going to allow this to just stir fry into the pan while it is extremely hot, and then we're going to serve this simply just with rice. So how I was taught to cook rice is that you need to boil. I'll show you guys on a different day when I go live on how we're going to cook rice. It's extremely easy. So because it's different grains, some rice are not good, some rice are good. So the technique I use that my mother taught me is that you need to boil the water for your rice, put in the salt, put in the oil, let it boil. Once you see your water has come into the boil, it's like almost like the way you cook pasta. Then once you see it come to the boil, then you can add in your rice that you have washed, and then you let that cook like for 15 to 10 minutes, and then you taste it, and it just come out very nice, and it will flow. It will not come out like a paste. So I've already cooked my rice. So I'll just put this here. So now that the veggies is done, looking like this. So basically what you are looking for is just for it to steam up and stir fry, and this already looks delicious. And you see how it has come like smaller, and it has, how you call it, like steam up while it goes like this. So that's the thing with spinach. So now I'm just going to give this a taste and see how our salt is. So if you are scared of the heat because it's still hot, so you can just wait a few seconds before you can put it into your mouth. It's good. It's really good. You can feel the crunchiness behind. It's extremely delicious. And the thing is with spinach is you do not want to add in a lot of seasoning. Just salt, it's okay. The salt with white or black pepper, it's perfect, it's fine. So then I am just hiking of tag, and then hiking of tag, hope you are good, nice seeing you, and then Konsake. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name right. If you could say hi. Hi, hope you are good. So now this is done. I'm just gonna show you guys how to plate and then make it look presentable every time you plate a dish. As your loved one or your friend that you invited over, people like to eat with their eyes, so it's extremely important. And I'm just gonna leave this, and then we're gonna dig in, guys. So let me move this out of the way. spinach over here, our chicken over here. So now with the rice I've already cooked it. So what I did with the rice to come out like this is I'll show you guys when I go live again how to cook my rice. And then what you want to do is boil your water before, put in salt, put in oil, and then boil it. And then after once it's done boiling, then you can add in your rice, and then it will just look like this. It's extremely easy, simple, but do not put too much water. If you are using like 1 cup of rice or 2, always just make sure that your rice is under an inch with water, which makes it easy to cook, because the more water you have in your rice, it will make it come like a paste. So if you're a teenager there trying to learn how to cook your rice, that is the easy technique you want to use, because when you put it before the water boil, especially since the brands of rice are different, it will end up cooking and the rice will be mushy, because some rice cook faster, and because you have put the rice with the water together, then the rice is absorbing too much water, so you do not want that at all. So always boil your water before that. So now I'm just gonna plate this like this, just 1 spoon. So guys, this is a very, very easy recipe to make. I just made it with center breast over here. On this center breast, I just season it with African nutmeg spice, and then I did with a country onion, and then I did with white pepper. I season it, and then I just added some oil. So on your seasoning, you always want to add oil just to keep the moisture and for the seasoning to go inside. And once my chicken was cooked, I went in halfway to eat my tomato and onion. So if you're not a fan of tomato onion, you can skip that process. You can as well just have it like this, and it's delicious and it's simple and it's fast. For a beginner who wants to learn how to cook, this is the way you can impress your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your mom or your dad. Give them a day off, because they do deserve a day off. So you can do it like on a Friday where your mom is not in the mood of cooking. She's been tired, she cooked the whole week. So this is how you can show her some love tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is also Valentine's Day. So you can cook for her this simple dinner and just show her love. Or show your girlfriend some love with just this simple recipe. So then I'm just gonna add in a little bit. And it's extremely healthy as well. So I'll put this aside. And then you will need some spinach over here. Just go in with that. So this is your veggie. And then you can go in with a little bit of veggie over there. Gonna put this like this, guys. Clean it like this. Now you guys in the comment can let me know how you want to eat your rice. Do you prefer a fork or do you prefer a spoon? Because for me, I normally eat my rice with the spoon. It's easier to scoop the food in. Some people prefer eating with a fork. So you can cook this beautiful simple meal for your mom, or if you don't want to have it with rice, this recipe, you can also have it like with boiled potato. It's extremely delicious. Or you can also make it like with couscous. But do this for your mom when she has a very, very tough week. It's an easy recipe, it cooks fast, and you just put a smile to your mom's face or to whoever one you prefer cooking for. And this you don't even struggle to eat it, and it's just, you just have a lot of protein here and some vitamins. So I'll just mix this up. Wow. This. They say simple things are the most delicious things. So just go simple for yourself. Hi, I cooked. Hi Mary, I cooked this with regular rice. So what I did with this regular rice is that I boiled my water first, and then I put in like 2 cup, not 2 cup, 2 tablespoons of salt with oil, and then I let that come to a boil. And then once my rice came to the boil, then I added in my 2 cup of rice, and then I let that cook like for 15 minutes. So it's a technique my motherland taught me how to cook rice. So don't let the water and the rice boil together, otherwise the rice will come out mushy. I hope you understood my explanation a bit. But if you have any more questions, just feel free to let me know while I'm still here. So then you can just like wash it before. Okay, wash out your rice before, and then boil your water with oil, salt. When you see your water has come to a boil, and then you add in your rice, and then you cook that like for 15 minutes. Then it is extremely delicious, and then you just have it with this center breast and with your what? With your spinach over here. So, and then you made me very hungry. Oh, sorry. But you can just try out this recipe. It's extremely easy and fast to make. And then another question, it looks yummy. Do you do private delivery on your workplace? Yes, I do private delivery. Um, but you have to order in a day advance because I only deliver like fresh meals. So I do some delivery as well. So you can always go onto our website and place your order. But for your teenager who wants to know, oh wow, thank you so much. Yes, so this is a very simple meal you can cook by yourself if you are as well lazy to place an order through us. So you can also cook this with your friends. You can invite your friends over and have like a what? Like a boys or girls night out where you show them how to cook this wonderful recipe. It's just fast and it's just healthy and it is fresh. Are you eating rice? Yes, I am eating rice with chicken and spinach that I just did over here. And I just cooked the rice, but I'll show you guys promise how to cook the rice next time. So, and then this spinach, I just stir fried it in just for a few minutes in the same pan. So, and then this what we use over here is the center breast. I just sliced it up, and then I use like natural spices like nutmeg, the African nutmeg, and the country onion and the white pepper, and with some salt, and then it just came out so perfect. So, especially when you are learning how to cook, do not complicate yourself with so many seasoning that you want to use. Go easy on yourself, feel comfortable in your kitchen, and just go for it. And everything will just fall into place, especially when your mom is tired, she had a rough week. You can do her this simple recipe just with rice and chicken. Simple, easy, and it's healthy, and they are going to enjoy this meal over here. So with the rice, it's really not complicated. If you just follow the steps I gave you on how to cook rice, then it's easier. I remember I had my teenage daughter, my stepdaughter, so she didn't know how to cook rice. It was quite amazing when we first met. She knew nothing about cooking, so that's also what encouraged me to learn teenagers on how to cook, because there are many out there who don't know how to cook, but it's just a basic, and it just takes like time and comfort to get into it. So she didn't know how to cook rice, which was kind of amazing and funny to me. But everybody learn. The more you do something, you learn. So then I taught her how to cook rice, and the process of us cooking rice together made us connect, and we shared some moment, we shared some thoughts, and it is just also a good way you and your mom or whoever your loved one you have at the moment or your dad or your sister or your brother or your girlfriend or your boyfriend can use this moment of cooking for you guys to connect, to create a conversation. And also, whether it comes out perfect, it doesn't come out perfect, the aim is that you have tried to cook, and then you guys have created a conversation, and it's a memory that was created in the kitchen, which I think it can last forever. So try using this easy recipe and cooking with your loved one at home. It's really great. So when I taught my daughter how to cook this rice, the same way I just explained to you guys, is boil your water first by adding salt and oil, let it boil. Once it comes to a boil, you add in your water. So it's almost the same as cooking pasta, but it's just that it's different. So guys, now let's taste our rice and our spinach and see how all the seasonings came in together. So don't worry guys, you guys can eat with me through the skin. Really good. Hi Yoga. Thanks for joining. How are you? It's good guys. This is delicious. So, and guys, with this meal also, the interesting part is that you can as well keep it in the fridge and you can eat it like for a whole week, and it just stays fresh and it just tastes so amazing. So now for you guys who are just joining, is I use center press, two center press, and then I just season it with country onion spice, the natural spice, with the African nutmeg, and then with white pepper, and then I just blended this, and then I put in some oil, some garlic, and then we fried this, and then once this was half cooked, then I added in tomato and onion. So it is just up to you if you like the onion tomato, but I just love it because I'm having it with rice. And then I cook my spinach. So with spinach, to keep the green and the vitamin, I don't cook it for long. It's just to stir fry it and then to let the vitamin stay inside. And then I'm eating it with some rice. So with the way you cook
Mommy,
your rice.
Papa said we need to join you.
Oh. I'm going to eat my rice. So with the rice is that you need to boil the water first, and then once you're done boiling the water, before you boil the water, you need to add in the salt and the oil.
Sorry, Mommy.
And then you let it boil, then you add in your rice. So now my kids came to join. So it is extremely delicious. Bon appetit, guys.
You can have the food.
You must tell me.
Yes.
I cook. So you can tell me how the food is. Say hi.
Hi guys. And your friend. Hi guys. Hi buddies. Yeah. Hi buddies. Hi. Mommy, can you like it?
So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and thank you so much. Hope you guys, teenagers out there, or anyone out there, has learned and picked up something from this wonderful recipe that we just did with our natural spices, and you have learned something. So in case you go try out the recipe, you can always rewatch the live and go step by step on the menu. And it is just delicious and easy to make, and it will make you connect while you are there in the kitchen cooking for whoever you want to cook. So it is just great.
Do how Papa said. Mommy, you can do it. Let me see. Yes.
So thank you to my teenagers out there for watching, and everybody else, and for learning something. So see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, creating a very easy and healthy menu using our natural spices. So if you have time, guys, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like, and see you guys tomorrow.
Love this
Ciao.
video.
Take care, and our meal is done. So it was extremely delicious, and we enjoyed this easy, fast recipe, and as well healthy.
And love this video. And the
This is,
magic and treat my pay my cat princess.